What is going on, YouTube? Thammagotcha here, coming at you with some more Great League battles. And my gosh, we used this team for Go Battle Day, and it was a blast. I seen so many Sableyes and Alolan ninetails, just absolutely eats them alive. Gained a lot of elo with this team. So when I first started Go Battle Day, I was at 2300, the low 2300s or so. And now I'm all the way back up to 2490. Yes, I said it. We almost gained 200 points with this team. Only, I think, 1 or 2 losing sets. So it's a very dominant team. Let's get into these matches here and let's show everyone how I went really positive with this team. Okay, so Walrein into Deoxys. Now in future matchups, I do switch out to my Alolan ninetails. But I guess in this one, I just let the Walrein go down. But future matchups, I go right into the Walrein there. And yeah, I go right into the Alolan ninetails. It turns out to be a better matchup. And if they want to swap out, I do have that Sableye and I'll fight for switch. So, anyways, it is a Toxicroak in the back. So they are running double fighter charm, but not weak to counter. So this team must have ran into a lot of counters, and or I guess this player, so they're definitely hating on the counter users because they have a triple counter. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so double shielded Sableye here. Don't want to take a mud bomb from this range. And I'm hoping we farm all the way down from here. But unfortunately, this is the Thunderbolt. Oh, it's a Rock Slide. Gosh, we do farm down. And they actually sneak another counter through right there. So that is going to take us out, which is unfortunate. What I should have done was thrown the foul play. I'm playing old game mechanics. I should have thrown the foul play, thrown a Shadow Claw, then thrown this next foul play. And I don't know if I needed 2 Shadow Claws though. I can't remember. But either way, we did lose that game. So hopping into the next match, Gengar does not shield, does not respect the power of Walrein, and we don't have to shield this Shadow Punch because that does not do a lot of damage, and we are able to farm down. In comes the Medi, and we made it to the Earthquake, but I guess we kind of lagged out. Doesn't matter anyways. We have 2 solid answers for this Medicham here, and it's a Grand Bull. Oh my goodness. So we're just hoping we can charm all the way down, and we do sneak a charm in through there, so I don't want to take any charm damage on my Sableye. They go for the crunch, which is perfectly fine by me, and then they go for the back-to-back moves here. Ice Punch does not KO, so we are able to sneak a charm through, and we're able to get off this Weather Ball. This should do a nice chunk of damage, but the opponent has 2 shields, and they shield that one up. From here, even shields, Sableye, almost even health. We take this game all day. We're going to no-shield the first one, just in case they get that Psychic debuff off. And we build up to 2 foul plays, and this game is over and done with. Because Sableye absolutely eats Medicham for breakfast. Next foul play going to be taking out that Medi, and that is a GG's. So, we're going to hop into the next match. The best lead you want to see, probably Nidoqueen Double Dark. In comes the Sableye. Say hello to the Alolan ninetails. And from this range, I think we can live a return. Yes, we do live that return. And we are able to charm all the way down, leaving that Nidoqueen with no farm and a Weather Ball locked and loaded. I'm hoping they no-shield this, but yeah, they no-shield that. I was kind of hoping for a shield, but either way, I think this is a Double Dark, but I don't want to shield a Poison Fang. So now we're just able to farm all the way down, and in comes a Scrafty. I knew it was Double Dark, but this game is still doable. If we can get a shield here and maybe, just maybe, get to 2 returns, I'm going to call a bait. Oh no, frig. I should have called the bait because that would have been the smart move. But either way, we are able to, we're going to bait ourselves. So the opponent baited, I baited. Let's see if we can get this return. I shield this one up because I'm almost at the return, and it is a foul play, but it doesn't matter. We are still going to outpace to the return, and this is going to do a lot of damage. And if you remember, we threw the icicle spear, not the earthquake with our wall rain, so we should have an icicle spear locked and loaded. Yes, we do. And the wall rain is going to take out that Scrafty. So even though they had double dark in the back, we still take them out. Okay, here we go. Wall rain versus wall rain. By the way, that last game really showing how strong this team can be. And I posted a short today too against a double steel team against this double ice team, and we still beat them. This team can really output damage. I've even beat a Bastidon lead with this team. So if you play your cards right, you could really do some damage with this team. So I'm going to shield this up. And they decide to bait. I was going to bait too. So, hey. But they shield as well. Great plays by my opponent and myself. So I'm going to let this one go because I don't want to go down both shields. So unfortunately, we go down with all that energy. And wall rain is going to actually get to an icicle spear. So I'm going to let this go through just because I know we can live an icicle spear. And we're probably going to be able to get a shield from this Sableye. So I'm going to throw the foul play. I probably should have went straight away into my Alolan Ninetails, but I just wanted to get some chip damage off. And see, if I would have went straight away into my Alolan Ninetails, I would have had energy on my Sableye. And yeah, this game would have went different. So now this Nidoqueen is absolutely loaded on energy. I'm not going to shield this, even if it is the Earth Power. They're going to be able to get to a Poison Fang before, and then that Sableye is going to be able to Shadow Claws down. So that's a good game there. Stunfisk on the lead. Now, this is a very tricky matchup, because either they call the bait or they shield the Earthquake, and this matchup is really flipped. So I've gone back and forth between throwing the icicle spear and that happening, and then throwing the Earthquake, because now I have to shield, and hopefully they shield this. But if they don't, again, maybe I should have just went straight Earthquake. If I don't went straight Earthquake, this game would have been really different. So I just keep going icicle spear. I mean, this kind of works out too, but we are down a shield, and in comes a Trevenant. They think they can farm down. No, they cannot. We're on our 4 powder snow to 5, so they end up wasting a shield. But the bad thing is this Trevenant is loaded on energy. Like, this is probably a Shadow Ball. Oh my gosh, I call the bait. Am I a freaking mad lad? I think so, and this has to be another Seed Bomb. And this still doesn't KO us, so we're going to throw the foul play. Let's see if they want to shield. If they shield, we're going to go into our Alolan Ninetails, but they do not. And out comes a freaking Frostlass, and look at the raw damage of Charm. Wow. My gosh. We end up shielding the Avalanche, which is okay. I mean, I shouldn't have even thrown a move here, because it snuck in a Powder Snow. I should just go straight down Charm. I don't even think a Shadow Ball KOs us from this range. No, it doesn't, because Alolan Ninetales does have some tankiness to it. Either that or they undercharged it, but I really hope they didn't undercharge that, because we take that game if they did, because that would have been a huge misplay on my opponent. Going 3-2 in that set. We're not showing any 4-1 sets. I did go like maybe 3 or 4 4-1 sets with this team, but a lot of it was 3-2s, 3-2s, and the couple losing sets I did have were either 2-3 or I think the one was 1-4, if I can remember correctly. But this team is very good. I have faced off against this team, my opponent's team, multiple times, and I just never learn from it. Which is a problem, because if I would just keep my Walrein alive, this game would go very, very, very different. Because it's Diggersby, and then they have, I think, Sableye in the back. So if I keep my Walrein alive, we win this game. Because now I have to jump into my Sableye, and we have to call either the Earthquake or the Fire Punch. They freaking throw the Fire Punch, which is super unfortunate. But if I keep my Walrein alive, and I can get it aligned on that Diggersby, this game changes. Because Walrein's a tank, and Diggersby takes super effective damage from ice. We could go Charm on Charm. If I bring in my Charm, they bring in their Diggersby. I bring back out the Walrein, take out the Diggersby, and have energy to take on that Alolan Ninetails. And then it'll be a Sableye mirror match in the back. It wouldn't be a full-fledged win, but it would be difficult nonetheless. But we actually end up coming in to the Charm with their Sableye, and we're able to farm down. The big issue is they have a shield, and this game is over too. And maybe I should have just went like straight Charm here to just and not throw a move, because maybe my Shadow Claw. Oh my gosh, we're actually able to get to the foul play, and we're gonna be able to take this W. Wow. See, I played that game. I played against this team so many times. I've lost some. I've won one. It's a coin toss. So I gotta rewatch that game to see how I played that, because I've been blobbering on there a little bit too much, but that's okay. All right, hopping into the next match. We had to get out of there pretty fast, and I did not want to go into my Alolan Ninetails right away, because that is the hard answer, and then I wouldn't really have anything to deal with him. So, although if I would have got one Charm through, I would have did quite a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure it's like 4 Charms from a full health Scrafty to delete it. Like, it's crazy, because it's a Dark and Fighting type, so it takes 2 times super effective damage, and they're actually able to get off the foul play there. That does a big chunk of damage. The return coming in, they double shield, which is kind of fine by me, because now they're down 2 shields, and I come in with my Alolan Ninetails, and all they can do is throw resisted moves here. So I'm completely fine by this, because now I have a full health Walrein, I have almost a full health Alolan Ninetails, and the opponent says I want none of this. Are they running triple counter? Like, that would be insane. Probably a Sableye and then an Umbreon. I don't know. That's just a bad call by them, but either way, Kanto Ninetails lead. Again, this maybe I should just jump straight into the Sableye, because this matchup right here is just so dicey. It's either they shield that or they shield the Earthquake, and my opponent read me there like a book, which is unfortunate, because now they're gonna be able to get off another Weather Ball, and I'm super low health here, so I'm hoping I grab a shield. Yes, at least we grab 1 shield, and I'm able to get to another Icicle Spear. So again, going straight Icicle Spear and getting that Alolan Ninetails pretty low, and I don't even know. That matchup is just so, you know, it just like shivers up your bones, and you're just so uncomfortable with it that it, ugh. Either way, we actually get taken. Oh my gosh. That Earthquake does so much damage, and from here I'm just letting my Alolan Ninetails go down, because it doesn't have play against the Kanto Ninetails, even though it is very low, and I didn't want to waste a shield, because, well, my Sableye is full health, and usually Sableye with a shield can do a lot of work against a lot of Pokemon. And Trevenant in the back is a good example. Never mind, I remember this game. Oh no, I remember this game. And I remember this game. We lag out a bit. So I'm tapping. And I didn't think he did the swap, so I tap my move. but we lag out a bit and they end up doing the swap. Like, I was thinking in my head, watch for the swap, watch for the swap. The opponent makes a great play. They take that W. GG's. See, with this team you can get wins. You just have to be able to play for them. It's not a perfect team. You're never going to find a perfect team in the Great League. You just have to be able to play to your team's advantages and find the weakness in the opponent's team using your team and play smart. Now, obviously with Go Battle Day, you're going to have a hard time playing 100 battles smart, but hey, I didn't play my 100 battles each day. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no freaking way I was doing that. There's no time for it. This is so much, but hey, either way, Walrein mirror matchup. I know they win CMP, and for some reason, I end up trying to swap into my Alolan Ninetails, and it brings out their Talonflame, which is fine by me because we can get rid of this thing. And if they want to shield here, let them shield, but they didn't. So now I come in with Walrein. The issue is that they snuck a Incinerate through there, but they just go down. They just let the Swampert go down, or Talonflame, and they come in with Swampert. So I end up shielding here just so I can get my Icicle Spear off to either get that last shield. Yeah, and then I'm hoping I can get to one more. But I should be swapping right away into my Sableye right there and holding onto that energy so that my Sableye can get a little more farm. Because now they just Earthquake us here. And Earthquake from a Shadow Swampert is no joke. Look at the freaking broad damage. Oh my gosh, that is disgusting. Wow. I should have held on to my energy from Walrein there instead of, because maybe that game would have been different and they wouldn't have had such a huge energy advantage. So anyways, Walrein into Swampert. They bring in, you guessed it, a Sableye, and we are just gonna charm this sucker all the way to the floor. Shield up the return, and I shield that one up because I know they're going to bring their Swampert back in, and these charms are going to absolutely unload on this Swampert, but they don't. They bring in a Skarmory. Whatever. This is fine too. We have a decent amount of health, and even though these charms are resisted, they are adding up. The bad thing is, Skarmory is going to be able to load up on a lot of energy. So, from here, they have to throw, or else they're gonna get charmed down. Oh my gosh, we almost charmed down a Skarmory. That's insane. Wow. So from here, I just gotta get shields from Swampert and have Sableye sweep in the end game, because Sableye is gonna win CMP against Skarmory. I hope. Let's see if I remember this game correctly. So we get both shields correctly, and my opponent lags. Oh my gosh, my opponent lags out. I feel so sorry for them. That is so unfortunate because this game would have been a really tight game. Sorry, my opponent. So sorry. So, that is going to be the team. That is going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments below. I got a new mic. It's the Razer Siren Mini. Let me know how my voice is. Let me know how the audio is. If you guys like it, hit that thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. Comment if you want to see anything in the future. And like always, I will see everyone in the next video.